Hey everyone, just a little disclaimer for today's episode. The audio is not fantastic, but we wanted to release it anyway because it's such a great episode. So please enjoy, and apologies if it doesn't sound as amazing as normal, but you can still hear things pretty good. And yeah, love you all. Thank you for your continued support.
Fishing advice from the fish with
That is the stupid shit. The amount of men that comment like,
I would learn how to fish from a fish.
oh god.
Shut
the fuck up.
what we're getting.
We're literally just like, hey, do you want to fuck us? Like, here's
There's
some
guys
things you
that-
can do.
Dude, they're like, shut the fuck up. We'd actually rather do it our way, which is worse.
No.
Hi everyone, welcome to Girls on Guys. I'm your host, Nina Tar. Today we have two really great guests. I'm really fucking stoked because I really admire and respect both of these comedians so much, and they're fucking buddies. They collab all the time. First up, we got Corinne Fisher.
Hello.
Hilarious comic, co-host of Guys We Fcked. Fantastic. I love watching you. I think you're incredible. Just if you have a chance to see her live, highly recommended. Up next, we have the wonderful, the amazing Canadian king himself, Ryan Long. Great comedian, also really hilarious sketches that he posts all the time on Instagram. Very good follow. Highly recommend. Thanks for joining.
I've never seen one.
Me and Corinne, the dream team, back at it again.
I like that we decided to sit so far apart that it looks like
I
we're
can
going
get
through
in
a
there.
divorce.
We got the squad together. Our first podcast guesting together, I believe.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
really?
Wait, have we ever, maybe we've done like lives together or no?
Oh yeah, we did. Never mind. Scratch that.
Oh, yeah.
Second.
I was like, wow.
The dream team's in high demand.
I have such a good idea. Like, I'm so good at bringing people together. Like, I felt so fucking good about myself. I was like, wow, you guys have never done this. I masterminded it. That's
The
good.
dream team. A lot of sketches though, so
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I like to give younger comics.
You
an
get
opportunity.
people probably come for you a lot because of like the content that you post.
Come from it?
Come
Come
for
at me. Like, come at me, bro.
Go, come at me. They do sometimes. They're like, why would you put her in that? She's not even fun.
Well, okay, you're joking, but honestly, like, you would think that more people attack Ryan online. More people definitely attack me.
Oh, people
online.
don't like funny women.
People also specifically don't like me, which is fine.
Sometimes girls don't like my stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, not too much these days. I don't know. Things have calmed down a little bit.
Right.
Okay, I had a friend tell me that. I was like, I just think that people don't like funny women, and she laughed. And she's like, Nina, people don't like women. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah,
That's accurate. So wait, what was you just saying about this? What's your
So,
thoughts
okay,
on it?
first part of it. There's two. There's one you're talking about entertainment, then the other one you're talking about in real life, right?
Right.
I don't think that so much guys don't like a funny woman as much as it's just irrelevant to a lot of guys. You know what I mean?
Right, like it doesn't.
It's not a plus or
It's
a
not a
minus.
tick in the pro or the cons
Yeah.
column. I've actually had this conversation before with male comics, but the thing is, and the problem is, like, as I'm sure you know,
I don't really consider myself in that category though.
what that like
I prefer-
women.
Yeah, I've mostly dated funny chicks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because if you didn't, it's like it would just be hard for you to assimilate with them. Like, how do you what do you fucking talk about?
Yeah, you're like you're watching a television show crushing, and she's sitting there like, what? And you go, you know what? Beat it. They need to be funny enough to understand that I'm funny.
Well, this is the
Yeah.
problem. Male comedians are our biggest fans, and that's not good. That's not a good place for us
Wow.
to be as
Yeah.
female comedians.
And then in the industry
That's how we're gonna get
part-
ourselves in a pickle. The industry part where what?
Well, the industry part's the second part where I think that some people feel like girls got like shoved into their faces, and then the overreaction is now like people will post like actual funny girls, and people are like, girls aren't funny. Like it just people got
Right.
like in their mind.
Like we're part of some inclusivity project.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no,
When-
it's affirmative action in their
Well,
mind.
Legitimately, I've said this. Like, no one got like rocked harder by like, women affirmative action policies than actual funny women.
I agree, because I think sometimes, like, you look at, look, we just, as sheer numbers wise, we don't make up as much as like the comedy population.
Sure.
And that's just because like less women pursue comedy, and you can get into a whole thing about that, about how like, well, it's not really something that's like bred in us or encouraged that much.
In the actual lifestyle, like if you go to an improv
Yes.
class, which is comedy, that's actually 50% women. But if you go to the one where it's like, okay, you're in a bar every single night, like forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
If you do really good.
Perks. Yeah, and also like audience members, no one like, is sitting in the audience of like a female comedy show being like, oh, I want to fuck that girl on stage. Whereas guys can still get pussy from doing comedy. We get less dick from doing comedy.
Or we get what I call tourism dick, where they're like, I wonder what it'd be like to fuck you, because it's like, it would be so wild. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I don't even
Also,
get that,
guys would
Nina,
have to-
and now I'm gonna feel bad for the rest of the podcast.
I
It
feel
was
like they
revealed to me that Nina's getting tourist dick.
I don't think dudes would be complaining about tourist dick. Like, oh, I'm just getting tourist pussy.
I mean, like, I think that they just are like, I don't know, like, it's like a woman who's like, I don't know, maybe I'll like fuck a firefighter, but like, there's no
Right.
intention of like wanting to date
Joke's
that
on her, you're
firefighter.
just a dude wearing a firefighter outfit.
Yeah.
Stolen firefighter valor. All this trick.
Someone already did that. That's like a famous serial rapist in Chelsea. So
Oh,
relax,
really?
Ryan.
Oh.
Don't sketch it up yet.
So what you're saying doesn't work.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a crazy. That guy interviewed me to be in a play about Andy Warhol. We're going off a real tangent.
Wait, no,
now.
wait, so what?
Do you remember the Chelsea rapist who set a bunch of fake fires? Maybe
I
like
don't talk
10.
to him anymore, so
You were,
yeah.
you were
He's
still
not
in
funny.
Canada.
He's just not that funny.
God, what was his real name? But he was called the Chelsea rapist. He set a bunch of fake fires and then knocked on a woman's door in a firefighter outfit and then sexually assaulted her for like several hours.
What year?
It's a really crazy, awful story.
What year was this?
Maybe like 10. I'm trying to think what years it now. Like 10 years ago. I'm thinking maybe even a little bit.
I was in
more.
LA, so I was living in LA at the time, so
yeah.
Convenient.
Yeah.
And then I was watching the
Like, was it me?
news. No. Yeah, and then I was watching the news, and I was like home with my mother, and I was watching the news, and I was like, I know that guy, and she goes, no, you don't. That's the Chelsea rapist. And I was like, no, I know that guy. And I ran to my email inbox, and I found the email, and I had met him in a cafe to audition for this Andy Warhol play. Like it was like when I was answering things in backstage, just like really trying to be famous, just any way possible.
That is crazy. So you never met up with him?
No, I did meet up with him.
You met?
No, that's what my mom was like. You don't know him, and I was like, no. I've had several meetings with him. I got a call back.
Did he
with the
try to
Chelsea rapist.
sexually assault
He
you?
loved me. No, he was just wowed by my skills. He wanted me to play one of Andy Warhol's superstars.
Which one?
Option
Violet?
2
Yeah.
is his plan was to sexually assault.
Yeah, but I don't know. The sexual
Crane
assaulters.
started yapping.
He met me and he was like, let's actually put her in the play because I can't handle it.
The trap opened up.
He's like, actually, I don't want to fuck her at all.
It was the ransom
You know
of my
what?
chief. He was like, oh no, he's actually
I gotta be honest, I'm not a firefighter.
Listen, I'm also a rapist, and like, but you have nothing to worry about.
Right,
You
yeah.
don't have a thing to worry about, sweetheart. I'm actually really interested in your talent, and that is it.
Oh,
This is
man.
strictly business.
Man, oh,
Blocking
man.
ends do not do it for me.
Oh,
You used to date Brock Turner years ago.
boy. No.
Or no, you tried to. You said no.
Oh my
I can't remember the whole story. What was the whole
Dude,
story?
I saw a photo of him recently. He looks terrible.
Brock Turner's not looking good.
He looks so bad.
the
He's
bit-
not aging well.
The slammer hit him hard.
Did you try to bone fucking Brock?
No, he's fucking with me. He's not even my type. It's very clear who my type is.
Who's your
like
type?
number one, no credit cards. Brock Turner has way
likes
too
a
much
silver
money.
fox.
Yeah, I like a silver fox or like a tattooed heroin chic.
Or a newborn fox.
Please, let's call it that from now on.
Newborn
I like a baby fox.
Fetal fox.
Like a silver fox.
Newborn fox.
Breastfeeding fox.
Yeah, I like a very heroin chic tattoo pierced up. Just, I would say just turned
Like
18.
string bean body?
Like a 25-year-old.
Like
yeah.
like Timothy Chalamet body?
String bean body.
I don't like Timothy Chalamet, but yeah, I mean,
You like linguini body?
like you know who I think is like really hot right now? Youngblood. Like that's what we're working with. Like Youngblood is my type right now. I also like Mod Sun, but I think I'm like just really feeling him post Avril Lavigne breakup. And then I looked at like the model he's dating right now, and I was like 87,000 times out of my league. I've gotten funny and hotter than me, but I usually have to give up money. That's what I give up.
Yeah.
They're hot, but they don't have a job or motivation. They're probably not going to achieve much in their life. More like a kept man.
Yeah. How
I
do
took
they
that
feel
one.
about that though? Is that kind
They
of
know. They're renting a room in their sister's apartment. That was too specific.
you know who you would, so you know who you are?
Man,
He finished high school last year. It's not that big of a deal.
no, that one has his
He's
own.
on his gap year. You're gonna.
That one has his own apartment. That was the killer
I
on
wasn't talking about
that
that one specifically. I was saying in general.
one.
Yeah, I don't like. You gotta be fun. That's like my whole thing.
So what's not fun? What is that for you?
I just feel like, oh my god,
Don't do anything, no hobbies, or you mean like just in general?
just like kind of boring. Like I remember I dated this guy who I was like, this guy's really smart. So in my head, I'm like, if you're smart, it means you're interesting because like your brain is filled with like
So interesting,
fucking
it sounds like.
Not always.
But then I remember being on the phone with him, and he was like yeah, you know, today I was in Santa Monica. God, it was so hard to find parking down there. And I was like rolling my eyes, like on the phone. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, came to the realization, like, duh. You can be smart and boring at the same time. I didn't even think that. I was like, if you're smart, you probably, like, I'm from Orange County, California, so there's like so many fucking dumb ass people there that like, I'm like, oh, that's why you're boring, because you're fucking stupid and you're not like a thinker.
Right.
And so whenever I met somebody who was like
Smart people are
smart.
less fun, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean.
Like if you bitch you're a scientist, is that the fun guy?
You know what's funny? My mother's
the fun guy's the guy who works at the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the alcoholic.
Sure.
Yeah, the Homer Simpson
People with
alcoholic.
substance abuse problems are fun, but also like what you just described to me is like narration guy. That's a very specific type of guy who's going to tell you from top to bottom about his day like it's your mother, and that is one of my.
You guys are sort of flipping the
I think
script,
that's
and
so
like high
bad.
quality.
That no narration guy. It's a type of guy. Not every guy is narration guy, but narration guy is. Narration girl exists too. We just don't date women. So I don't know. I don't date women, but what?
Yeah, all of them.
No, I don't do that.
Really?
I hate story. I hate telling someone, like when someone says, "What did you do today?" I go,
Oh my God,
If
I hate
anything,
that too.
if anything of note happened, you would know about it. Otherwise,
Okay.
just assume it's
No,
the same
whenever
as
he
everything
would be
else.
that guy. He would be like, so what did you do today?
I
And was
hate
like,
that question.
I hate that question. I'll just be like, oh, like not a lot. I just ran errands. And it's like this
Not
specific,
interesting.
like it's like, what do you want me to do? Well, I woke up and like instead of having coffee, like are you?
You guys are speaking my language.
I'm not interested. Yeah, because you're Canadian. This is like the fucking. This
No,
is
but
like
Corinne's right, because it's like, even sometimes girls will be like, well, you don't ask me on my day. And I was like, if something good happened, tell me. And if
Right.
nothing good happened, then just keep quiet. I don't know.
I know I'm in a happy relationship when someone goes, "Where's your boyfriend?" And I go, "I don't know." That means that we're like good, we're secure, we trust each other, we're not overly communicating, and well, I'll see him later today, and I hopefully will never know what he did during the day.
I know.
It's not. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Live your life. You don't need to know
matter.
every second what your significant other is doing.
Whatever he's up to from 1
Have
a.m. to
it.
5 a.m. is not
Okay, should we snap
That is
things
my
in?
kind of guy, honestly. Just strolling at it and at 4, no questions. Just jump in the
Working.
shower.
Yeah. Just like wash her off you. I mean, do whatever you need. All right.
I wish I had a boyfriend cheating on me. They're usually just drinking beer.
Have you been cheated on?
Yes, but it was like after I tried to dump the guy like multiple times, so it was just like him getting his mojo back before he could leave the nest after I raised him.
That's nice.
Thank you.
What about you, Ryan?
Probably a little more like that, too, where it's off and on again things that there's crossover that got messy.
Right. And I mean, I guess
Rather
there's
than
like
a big official, like, bust kind of situation.
Yeah.
and I guess we like never really fully know, you know? I mean, that's why I always say it's like
Well, that's what she means if you
once that I've known
not
about.
asking about has there been anything you don't know about.
Are there any that you've never known about?
Well, I just don't like to say definitively only once because I'm, just someday, like, I'm going to find some Reddit thread that's like, I'm Corinne's ex-boyfriend from 8 years ago and I cheated on her and she had no idea.
I feel like if somebody.
Bragging about it.
Yes!
You guys just asked
Got her!
It's just a guy in a red pill for him.
I feel like if
I'll
you're
take
gonna,
high-profile girls, none the wiser.
if you're gonna cheat on somebody,
That's
you
how
gotta
you get away with it.
Like, I don't feel like men are clever. Maybe I'm an asshole, but I'm like, I don't think men, like, at least the ones I date, aren't clever enough to get away with cheating. Like, they can't even hide fast food wrappers properly. Like,
Sure.
oh, did you eat McDonald's? I'm like, fuck!
Yeah.
How'd you know? I'm like, you just put it on the top of the trash can and there's also
yeah.
McDonald's trash in the bathroom trash can. So that's how I know. So I don't really try, like, I've
Right.
never dated a guy who I think is, like, tactful enough to get away with cheating.
Right.
So that's pretty, and I've been cheated on a few times, and every time I've caught them, it was like very obvious.
Right.
I think it's so stupid. It's like weird if you cheat on somebody because I just feel like you're like a megalomaniac.
I don't know. It's just like, it's honestly not something I spend a lot of time thinking about because like I feel like it's like, even though it happened, like it's not a fear that I have going into relationships.
That's good.
I'm much more afraid of like,
Spiders.
I almost said falling in love. That's psychotic. I have to tell my therapist that.
Wait, you really almost said that?
But yeah, like to me, like anything that could make the relationship stop is far less scary than like the thought of being with the same person for like 20 years.
Oh, I've definitely been with a couple chicks where you're just like, that would be Christmas if I could walk in on her cheating. You'd be like, no, I'd pay right now. Wouldn't even be enough.
Wait, to
Wow.
get out of it?
Yeah,
Why
that's
don't you just fucking get out
Oh,
of it?
I don't know.
breakups are a pain in the ass.
Guys don't do that sort of thing a lot of times.
But like you're like
Broken up with people?
It takes a while.
It's annoying.
What, are you scared?
It's annoying to. I don't like breaking up with people either. It stresses me out.
It's stressful.
Yeah, it's stressful.
It stresses
It's the
me out
best
a
thing that ever
lot.
happened to them, and you take it away from them.
Now, so you know how my brain works.
Especially if they're nice. Like when it's a nice guy that you just are like, oh, he's so into me and he's so sweet, and then you're like, I can't do this
I
anymore.
just moved to another country.
Yeah.
Not you.
Funny because it's true.
Yeah. You didn't come to New York for the comedy. You tried to just fucking shake off
On the
me.
lamb. There's so many dudes probably in that scenario were just like, man, that'd be so sick. Like, not my fault. Divorce could happen right now, and I could be out on, like, you know.
Oh my God! Wow!
Yeah, I don't know. It stresses me out to get like cheated on, even though it's happened to me a few times.
You brought it up a
Each
few
time-
times. Sounds
No,
like
but I know.
hot topic for right now.
But once you really, but once you're just able to like digest what cheating really is and know that's completely about them, like that's the worst part of cheating. That it's like not about me, you know? Yes, it's almost more comforting if it like was about you. But like the thing about cheating is it's always about the cheater and like what they're going through personally, and that sucks. Like almost nothing in life and almost nothing in relationships, which is so crazy, is about like it's just two people doing stuff about them together. It's not really about the interaction, which has been the hardest thing for me to digest in like the past 10 years of doing relationship work. Like I am not
What's
like
relationship work?
what?
You mean like your
Podcast. Yeah, no, it's just me
That's what
trying
you call your podcast?
me
Relationship?
trying to find a date.
I didn't know that.
Relationship work be on Hinge. Yeah, no.
Lock
Just, like,
in.
work in the relation, like studying and doing work in the relationship space.
I got you, okay.
Yeah. That's stress crying out. He
Wow.
has to self-medicate now.
Okay, I'm gonna snap into some of these questions, and actually some of it is a little, yeah, snap in. This one is, well, I think this is funny. Someone asked, what's dumber, monogamy or non-monogamy?
Oh God, they're both pretty dumb. I really do, because it's just like, you know, like I walked into Guys We Fcked thinking like, oh, I could be so cool to be non-monogamous, and then those people are fucking jackasses too, and then you just have more jackasses to deal with. So both are bad, I think. Or
Depends on
so
how old you are and
stupid.
what your lifestyle is.
Well, my favorite is like there's been a plethora of 22-year-old polyamorous couples.
I know. I literally saw a tweet that was like, how are you 22 and polyamorous? Have you tried being normal?
Yeah.
Like, have you just tried that first?
Yeah,
Have
the
you tried that?
polyamorous community does not love me, based on some stuff I wrote in the Guys We Fcked
The
book.
polyamorous stuff's so funny.
Check it out at Goodreads.com. The reviews are in, and it's a thumbs down.
I just feel like if you're a polyamorous person, you also like musical theater. That like that feels like a Venn diagram.
Well, they made it
that's
they made like that community literally meant like made banging a bunch of chicks uncool.
Yeah, they were like in high school, like the theater group was always just like fucking like they were like making out gratuitously like at school, and I'm like, actually, I don't know, like
Yeah, also the
fucking
dudes are
constantly.
gay. So it's like
Well, the disappointing thing of that group was that it was like most of the people who were into kind of like the sexually more explorative things were unattractive. But I think that you just have to search a little harder to find those groups of people in an attractive version. They do exist too, but they're just like harder clubs to get into. You have to submit photos, that kind of a thing.
These are sex clubs.
Like yeah, like you know, like first layer sex kink is you gotta scrape that layer off.
yeah, that
It's
makes
not
sense.
attractive.
Yeah, because it's like guys with ponytails and like
Yes.
you know fucking horn rimmed glasses and transition lenses. You
Right,
know, and you're
right,
like,
right.
I'm good actually. I actually don't ever want to have sex again.
it's Doug and Susan, and Doug being like, yes, please, someone else have sex with her. It's gross.
Have you ever experimented with non-monogamy?
I mean, yes, but nowhere near to the point of seriousness where it'd be like actual like polyamory or anything like anything of that
What
nature.
about you, Ryan?
More just like a lot of that stuff you go, oh yeah, I have like this girlfriend. It's like sounds like you're just dating if you ask me. So it's like
Yeah, if you're not in a committed, like
I didn't put the titles on it.
to me, monogamy, like, or the non-monogamy rather, like the definition would be like you have a primary partner and then you both like fuck other people. And then you also like talk about, like, it's not like a don't ask, don't tell policy. You actually like talk about it with each other, which I find to be
That's like the life stuff. Yeah.
fucking weird.
Dude, it's straight up like the feminine version of like banging a bunch of people. You know what I mean?
Right. But
That's true. I've never thought of
That's
that.
how I see it. So like I don't know.
It's like a Dear
Diary.
Diary.
Like, how many times you've heard a thing is like being like, you know, we're in this thing together. We have sex with other people. We always like talk about it, make sure. That's the last thing I would ever want. That's like what the girl would want to do.
Ryan calls those
It's
lesbians.
banging other people set up for women's palpability.
No, so I mean, the closest I've ever gotten to being part of that world is I was the girlfriend to a married man and his wife.
You were in orbit.
No, and I was friends with his wife. We would like interact. Like it was no.
Did you ever hook up with both of them together?
No, I'm not into that.
Okay, so no, you don't got a gay bone in your body.
I'm pretty straight for 2023. What was that?
What?
She's not saying, no, you're gay. And then I said,
Yeah, no,
well.
I understand.
And then I said, well.
I understand. I understand what just happened, but what about me is gay?
Yeah, I
don't even know.
I guess I'm on Ryan's side. The lady doth protest too much.
I don't understand. No, I was actually just on this show called The Lesbian Agenda, and I think I frustrated the host because she was like, I usually can find something lesbianic about anyone, and she's like, you're really like giving me an uphill battle here.
Okay, I'll try.
But it's like, it would be better for yeah, let me know. It would be better.
Voice, maybe?
My voice? Oh, you're just saying I sound like a lesbian.
I'm just kidding.
This is different.
That's bugging you.
No,
Have you tried it? Have you like,
I let a lady finger me at a sex club.
did you go down on a lady?
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, I guess you know what you like, you know what you don't like.
No, I don't even like barely like going down on men. So certainly don't like going down on women.
Is it? What's the issue? Like with just oral sex in general for you? Is it mouth
Business,
thing?
let's go.
Is it a mouth
Let's
feel?
go.
No,
She doesn't like the mouth.
I find it to be degrading and I'm not like into that.
So
in
you don't
any
like your
way.
pussy getting deep?
No, I love that. Degrading men is great. No, I don't like being degraded. Do I like degrading others? Yes, of course.
I'm sure you've been told this many times. You would make an incredible dominator.
What if the guy did it in like a non-degrading way? Like, here comes the airplane. And set it up in a palatable way for you. It's like, oh, my queen has her food prepared. You sort of make it like, oh, it is my queen. It is time for her to eat.
You somehow made that even grosser than it was.
Less degrading, though. Your food, sire, but I am a mere servant feeding my queen.
That one was fun. The airplane one was like, you mixed pedophilia with degradation.
With like Renaissance fair.
I love Renaissance
You're a
fairs.
grown man. You brought it. You made it better.
I love Renaissance fairs. Okay.
Oh, so how about that?
What?
That's a potentially a non-degrading way for you to do it.
At a Renaissance fair?
At a Renaissance
On a
fair.
kissing bridge?
With the help. I am a mere lowly peasant. And a queen like such as yourself. It would be an honor if you could.
You're actually reminded this, and I'm like, are you actually into those? Is this your play?
That is the kind of guy who likes me though. Like right now in my head, it sounds like you're doing an impression of someone I fucked.
Oh, I would never bestow the honor upon myself to walk you home. You're an Uber girl and you deserve nothing less.
He's doing simp energy though, and I also don't like simp energy. I'm basically.
Oh, she doesn't like fucking.
I'm impossible to please. I'm
It
impossible.
sounds like, wait, so you don't like when guys are like worshiping you?
She likes to like it a bit. That's the biggest lie I've heard all day.
No, I do like worshiping, but you went into simp territory, and I don't like that.
They've got to be
Not
just
in an actual relationship.
one notch above simp is sort of what you like.
I like someone who thinks I am extraordinary.
But like he's also super sick and cool.
But yeah.
So then you're like, oh, he has good taste. Like he's not just like obsessed with me. He has good taste.
truly-
Who is the sickest guy in the world who's smart and knows everything and also does know that you're the best in the world?
Yeah.
Sort of what we're thinking.
Yeah, you get it. Thank you.
I got you. Loud and clear.
I kind of get that.
Yeah, well, like you know how like guys will say they like confident women, but they don't mean that at all. But when I say I like confident men, like I really like confident men, even to the point of like a little bit pompous. Like I don't mind as long as it's real. It's just so hard to clarify fake confidence or faux confidence. I have a really hard time deciphering between that because I can't imagine like the sociopathy that has to go on to fake confidence. Like it's like and make it that believable.
But do you feel like you fake confidence something? Like I feel
No,
like
that's the only skill I have is that I truly am confident and I always have been. That's literally my only. That's what I bought an apartment based on that. That's all I got. I'm not really talented. I'm gonna tell you right now. The only thing that makes me different from other people is that I love myself and I'm confident. No other skills than that. Sometimes I write a cute caption.
I feel like I have to I mean, sometimes I'm like, okay, but it's like a lot of times, it's not fake it till you make it necessarily. I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but I will say that a lot. I mean, I get self-conscious, so sometimes I'm like really having to be like, all right, like you got this. And it's definitely come like, I don't know, the older I've gotten, like the more like success I've gotten, the more I'm like, okay, like, yes, I guess I've earned this confidence. But like, I feel like it's more rare to meet women that are like, you're more rarity.
When people talk about imposter syndrome, I go, don't even know what you're talking about right now. Like people, I understand in theory what it is, but when people describe to me feeling it, I go, does not, no.
You
never
good parents. You good parents.
Yes, I had a nice childhood.
Yeah. Fucking got it. I knew it.
Yeah. So that's why you can like. So I always feel out of place, and then you go to, you become a comedian, which is like just the freak show, and then you feel like, oh, I'll finally feel in place because everyone feels out of place, and I still feel out of place because everyone else was molested. So not that that's funny. It's not funny.
They weren't until she got there.
It's not funny. Sorry, I hope my tits would just pop out in that shot. We'll look back at it. What?
What?
Who's been molested?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So this is what I think that you're looking for.
Yeah, tell me, Ryan. Please, find me
paint a
someone.
picture.
Yes, running these 25 Fortune 500 companies is great, but it pales in comparison to being the one and only queen.
I don't want to
And your
finance
airplane has
guy.
arrived.
He's not going to have tattoos.
No, a finance guy. He runs all sorts of different companies.
Oh.
Some more,
Okay.
He runs Madison Square Gardens
And a
Incorporated.
frozen yogurt company.
He runs a frozen yogurt company.
Can I?
He dabbles in media. He's got his hand in everything, but
Patting on dog leashes.
But mostly,
pussy.
But mostly, he doesn't even want to take the phone calls anymore. He hates when he has to leave for work for his 25 jobs. He hates that he has to go sit on the board of these 25 companies when he could be at home making you your slop.
Giving you a foot, giving you
slop.
foot.
Whatever you.
Oh, I would love a man who cooks. Oh, that's so good.
Really?
I love chefs. Yeah. I love cooking.
Fat, bearded.
That's fine.
Smokes.
That's all. I don't mind smokers. I don't mind fat. At the cooking, I think everyone thinks this is a pro.
You ever dated a
Cooking's just
chef?
inefficient.
Yes, he died.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Like while you were dating him?
Salmonella of his own dishes.
Yeah. That would be hilarious, but no. I'm pretty sure it was like cocaine. No, he's dead.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that's terrible.
It was not good. It was I was in bed for a while, but yeah.
Oh, you were dating while he died or afterwards?
We had just started, yeah.
Oh.
It was freshly into dating, and then
We were like so,
sudden
and it was like so. Yeah, I was at JFL Toronto, and and when I found out, it was not good. You showed it was bad.
Who took a ship to McDonald's the next day?
No, you owned a restaurant in New York. Yeah, no. He did love McDonald's, though. Honestly, oh my god, if I found someone who owned a McDonald's, that would be amazing.
That's actually really easy to find. They're franchised. So
Yeah, no, I know. I know. I want to.
You know about
Wait, you want someone
McDonald's?
that owns a McDonald's?
No, I want to open the first vegetarian McDonald's, but I don't know if they're gonna go for it.
Here's the thing about McDonald's that always like irks me a little bit. The signage, the ones in New York, especially the black flag with the why are we doing Nazi banners? It looks like a fucking like
I
SS
never thought
flag.
that, but thank you for ruining McDonald's.
McDonald's
for
is a
me.
flag?
It's when you walk into any
Yeah.
McDonald's, any McDonald's
fucking
in New York,
Ryan.
any New York, it's a black giant flag, and it is vertically hung, and it literally, and then it's like always been, it's fully like, I could just do a compare and contrast, side by side. Let's look at the fucking like Nazi propaganda, like
I can't believe this hasn't made it to
let's.
TikTok yet.
It's fucking like, is that
You gotta
not
do a
true?
monologue on this and get it up there.
It's
It's gonna get views.
I'm just like, if you look, okay, I literally gonna show you like side to
I don't think
side.
I've been to McDonald's in a while because I'm a skinny legend, but
I don't go to McDonald's, but you
Right,
walk
that's
past
Oh,
the brick
sounds
and
like
mortar.
it. Sounds like she doesn't go.
You eat ketchup.
I'm sorry, I'm just attentive about my surroundings. I'm not just fucking like, I'm not just looking at the ground while walking, you know? Like, I know,
You're
I'm
saying
not a
you can see
proper
it without going
woman.
inside.
No, I don't. It just looks.
Pop it up. Let me see it.
Okay.
I went to a Michelin star restaurant with Ryan once, and he asked them if they had hot dogs. You like hot dogs?
I like hot dogs. I don't think I said that in the Michelin star. Yes, I do like hot dogs. So okay, let's see this McDonald's thing.
It's just a yellow M on a black flag.
All I picture is the yellow M. I don't know about all this Hitler business. I think we might be seeing what we want to see.
Yeah, I just really wanted to bring up Hitler right now, just like a segue. Perfect segue. Next part, no. Okay.
Wait, are you Jewish?
No, I get accused of being Jewish.
No,
Nice.
number one, I love it. I couldn't know because the thought itself seemed inherently Jewish as a Jew.
You're just saying like everything, yeah.
I was just like, I wouldn't like. Usually non-Jews aren't like hypersensitive to Nazi flags.
A lot of times I can't find them for some reason, but it's like a lot like
Yeah, that's
this.
not great.
Yeah, like that.
Looks like a pirate flag.
It's just like a little.
Yeah, I see pirate.
I don't see Nazi, but I do see pirate flag. It's weird. Why is it black? You're
I
right.
need to actually show. It's like I can't really find.
It's easiest to see yellow on black.
Oh, she's right. That's weird flag.
It's a weird flag.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I fucking see. That's it. Weird
You're
flag.
an apologist just because you want to get into the business. You're not trying to badmouth them on a
It's
podcast.
a what business?
Have you ever dated a rich guy?
Yes, many actually. Rich people love me because I don't
Really?
care. I don't fucking care. That's why. Because
Rich
I do
people
not
love
care.
me.
My first boyfriend was extremely wealthy.
Independently or family?
Family.
That's kinda nice.
Different brand, a different breed of rich, right?
It's kind of nice when they're born into wealth though, because then you kind of they can still be fun. Like they don't have the stress of like actually having to uphold their wealth and like
He
they
was
just add
adopted
it
into
family.
it too, so he didn't have the stench of the family on him.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of nice. Like I feel like we
Yeah,
got.
it would be kind of nice to date someone just inherited 10 mil. Yeah, that'd be okay.
Well, they look at it as charity work when it's one of us gals. That's what I go. I don't give a crap.
There is a point where if you have enough money, you're just like, this is the way I want the shake down, and like, just what does it cost? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This person's gonna be a problem money-wise. Yes, I'll pay them for that. You just sort of, you do that probably.
Stop problems with money.
No, just be like, you know, yeah, you'll be like, oh, I want to go to dinner. I don't have any friends, so I'll just pay for it, and then we can sort of fill the seats.
I do that.
Put an open casting call on the Guys We Fcked page.
I do that with boyfriends though. Like I that's why I don't mind dating like broke. But I literally do have a conversation with people that I was like, I don't care that you don't have money, but I was like, please don't. If you ever make me feel bad that I have money or try to stop me from doing the things that I want to do, it's over. Like that's a hard conversation. I don't care. I don't want to hear any fucking things about like it makes me feel bad when you pay for things. Well, then make more money so we can do the things that I want to do.
Then yeah, either don't date a rich girl or you have
Yeah,
to sort
it's
of have, you have to
insane.
take your role as
Insane. Just shut up and enjoy this trip to Costa Rica. I mean,
Fuck, that's really nice of you, man. I feel like I'm unfortunately that dumb bitch who like I'll be like I'll make more money, but I'll be like I just want you to make more money so we can like do the nice things. But then but I don't want to pay for them because I just in my head it's like a fucked up stupid. It's like a dumb rule where I've always wanted that. I've always wanted like somebody to like be able to like do the shit that I can't afford.
Oh.
But I feel like I don't want to have to pay for that because then it's like in my dumb brain I'm like, well that's not like feminine.
no. Well, I think it's even like it's interesting though because it's not feminine. It's very masculine, like in theory, but it feels so good. And I truly do enjoy sharing the money that I worked so hard for with people that I love, and they're gonna do other things for me, like on a trip. Like I hate talking. Like I just am not social. It's like so if I'm on vacation, it's not that I'm being rude. I talk to people for a living. I cannot talk any longer. So I always date someone who's very outgoing. So they're doing the talking. They're doing all this other stuff that to me is making me like enjoy the vacation a lot more.
any random person coming up like, do you guys want drinks? You go,
No. Not stuff like that, but it's just like I don't know. I just can't. I don't
See what I can pay
I
for.
like being quiet.
I'm
oh,
happy.
senorita, no, welcome.
Wow. Wow.
Excuse me. One's talking to me.
One is talking to me.
You psycho.
I'm down to pay
One of
for
them's talking
friends.
to me. I thought we had a deal here.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like down to pay for friends. I have no problem doing that. Like if it's like friends of
Yeah.
mine covering stuff. But when it's a boyfriend, someone I'm dating, I don't like doing that.
Well, they're gonna fuck you. You know? You just gotta give them more tasks.
No,
so they
it's
feel like
my
they're on
problem.
the payroll.
I'm admitting that like a big reason I have this show is because I feel like I'm fucking dumb. I have like a lot of like stupid counterproductive ways of thinking about men and dating, and I think it's because I resent them in a lot of ways.
You might be dating dumb, but you're not dumb at all. Like I watch your clips all the time. You're one of the most well-spoken people I know, actually.
And no, that's coming from you. That's a high compliment because you are definitely very, very, very well spoken. So
I throw some likes in there. Just
I do too.
throw people off the set.
I don't know. That's good. That's good.
Get off the trail.
Softens the message.
Yeah.
I'll do all the time.
I think like all men should die.
like not like literally, but
Let's
like
take away
sometimes.
like their rights.
Wouldn't that be like funny? Like as a bit. Like as a bit. Just like do it as a bit. You know what I mean?
Just like we should like castrate them. You know, it'd be like so fun.
See, I don't want to do that. I want to fuck them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What's the creepiest DM you've ever gotten?
From women, honestly.
What about you, Ryan? Have you gotten creepy DMs?
Yeah, I get creepy DMs. You know what? I'll tell you what was.
Share.
What a detailed response, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten ones where it would just be like legitimately like a paragraph a day for like a year straight without like responding to one, and I'll show people where you just go.
Men or women?
Not women, but I've. You know what's kind of funny is you'll see the ones where, but also men, but not like men, not in a sexual way. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, you're so cool, bro.
Yeah, Ryan has
You're so
fanboys for sure.
Some shit like that, but also in the like, I don't use Snapchat, but in the like early days where people actually were on Snapchat for a second, a lot of times you would just get like some chick that was like fairly unattractive would just like send you a picture of her tits, and you're just like, you know, a chick that's like 250 pounds, you know what I mean? And just be like, interesting that they're just like throwing it out there like that.
Because maybe you want to fuck.
I guess that probably has way more success rate than like dudes doing it. Like if you're like 250-pound dude just sending dick pics, you probably have a 0% success rate. But like that chick like probably sends out to 50 people, and some dude is like, yeah, what's your address? Let's do it.
That always surprised me when I found out that the
You catch a
male,
guy at the right time.
the male comics were just getting cold tit pics. Like I didn't know that women were doing that until I became a comedian, and I found that to be so fascinating.
That is true, actually, because
yeah, I didn't know that was happening.
That is true because
Cold is just wild, yeah.
No, I've known about this too because actually, my old co-host Liam would get some fucking tit pics from girls, and I'm like, damn. I've gotten unsolicited dick pics, and it's always, I don't know what this correlation is. It's always men with the most wacky, out of control, insane looking penis.
That's why they
are
gotta
the
share
ones-
it, yeah.
It's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like
I want to share it.
I have gotten ones that they just look like naked mole rats. Like it's just literally like, oh, why did you shave your entire fucking balls and pubic area for this picture of your fucking like thin, like sad dick? This is so crazy.
That's wild. The other one's the same thing I was saying. Yeah, if you have got like a terrible dick, why are you sending it out to everybody?
I think it's like you almost want to maybe be like, look at my dick. Because you're like, ew. And they're like, yeah, she's soft. Like,
or maybe they thought it was looking actually good that day, and they're looking for a confidence boost, and that's what they were having a good dick day.
Or maybe it's like kind of people who like getting talked down to.
Humiliation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking that they like want to share their ugly dick.
Yeah,
They'd be like, ew, this is disgusting.
That's a
you're
very
giving them exactly what you
thing.
want.
Like, yeah.
Imagine if you were a guy that had like a having your dick pic ignored fetish, you'd be money.
You should just double tap it and go, I love it, you know, because that's probably not what they want. But the ones I get, like the
Stick it to them.
sexual ones for women are really creepy. Like someone like right after I released the podcast where I talked about my dad dying, like some girl DM'd me and she was just like, I just want to hold you and console you and then slowly eat you out. And I was like,
That's so creepy.
that was like that, and that's like a popular thing where it always goes to eating me out in the ones from women, and it feels so like I'm getting like short of breath thinking about how
honestly,
bad that feels.
grief, like fucking oral sex that's fucked up.
It just
really
it was so disgusting, and that was like not an isolated.
slowly eat you out.
Well, girls are bad at pickup lines, so they don't do it that often, really.
Oh my god!
What?
Because they've been getting into the game in the last 10 years, I guess, but...
Have you gotten any good pickup lines from a woman?
I mean, pick a good pickup line is she's hot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she can literally just say like, hey, and just be pretty, and you're like,
exactly.
She's charming. She's so charming.
I feel like sup is just like all you need. Sup.
Hi.
Hey.
They don't even need to do that. Yeah, they just like open up a thread.
it's like when guys at a bar, the worst thing a dude can do is like when he tries to come up with something clever that he's learned from like Mystery the Pickup Artist. Like, I literally got
Pick a car.
yeah, like milady, like fedora tip.
The fedora car.
I have literally
You
had
guys like
guys
magic?
do this because this is like a tactic in pickup artistry where
I love
you're
that
supposed
show.
to walk past them and then from like so you're not open energy. You then like walk past and then you like are turned this way and you go, oh hey, which is so insane. Then you would like be like, oh hey, who do you think lies more, men or women?
Oh my god.
I have had a guy ask me
Oh,
that,
they ask you shit like that.
and you're just
Little
like,
trivia question.
and I guess like for some women they're like, wait, what?
Yeah. Anytime they ask me like a
Ceviche,
fact
what?
question, I know. I'm like, I hate that. I hate when just don't beat around the bush. Just direct. I
When
like
a
direct.
guy, if a guy like hits on you, I think the best thing they could do is literally if you just think a girl's
Give her
fucking
just an
hot.
old school, there she is, and keep coming.
Oh, I like it. There she is. I didn't
There
know all the
she
boys were
is.
doing there she is.
Actually, that's kind of cute.
My most
That's kinda
serious
cute.
boyfriend DM'd a there she is 2.5 years
There
later.
she is was hot 10 years ago.
There she
I
is.
feel like
was
there
a
she is.
hot line.
There she is the hot.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I love
there
a
she
there
is.
she
Found her,
is.
located. She has been located.
Oh man, you just fucking broke apart an entire relationship. You might have just healed me, Ryan, actually.
She's
there
here.
he is.
She's here. Noted. That's all you got to. And she's just like, so what are you up to? And you go, there she is. You
just repeat yourself?
I really just had the there she is from the queue. I was really expecting Connie didn't have
I
any
wasn't
capacity.
expecting a follow-up to the there she is.
It's like we maybe either go home or nothing.
Okay, so I guess we're still talking. Really did not prepare for this.
You are
So
there.
funny.
She is there.
The most normal thing you can say, I think, is the best thing you could say. Like if a
What's
guy
a
at a
normal
bar,
thing?
no, just
That's a great
if you
question
think a
because who
hot-
knows anymore?
If you think a fucking girl is hot at a bar and you want to talk to her, all you have to say is like, "Hey, what's up?" Just that. Just like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah, act normal.
Act fucking normal and don't like make it platonic.
This right here is
initially.
dating advice, fishing advice from the fish. With
That is the
Real
stupidest
men.
shit. The amount of men that comment like, "I would learn how to fish from a fish."
Oh god.
Shut the fuck up.
what we're getting.
We're literally just like, "Hey, do you want to fuck us? Like, here's
There's
some
guys
things you
that-
can do."
Dude, they're like, shut the fuck up. We'd actually rather do it our way, which is worse.
No, there's guys out there that are bad with women, and you're just like, just walk up to her, say what's up. The guy's gonna give that the same reaction with the associate. She's like, oh hey. The guy's like, fuck. what you mean is like be a cool like guy that's like pretty attractive that like looks like he has confidence, and then say what's up.
I don't know though, because I feel like some guy. Okay,
You can be funny and not.
we know
Or whatever.
guys that are not that attractive, that like are not that like formally attractive.
I like that you said like we know, like specifically
We know.
me and I have the market cornered on the uglies.
I mean,
we have a thread going about it.
yeah, we have like, you know what I'm talking about. We know people that are not men that are not that attractive, and they fucking get pussy, and you know
Yeah.
why? Because they're like magnanimous, they're fun.
What do you think about
funny.
buying a drink?
What?
What do you think about
I think
buying
that's
a drink? Do you like that one?
yeah, that's nice.
I feel that way about the way you feel about gifts. Now I owe this guy something. What if I don't like it?
Yeah,
I
it's also
hate when people
stressful,
buy
yeah.
me drinks. No, I hate buying when people buy me.
It's okay if I'm like into
I'm
it.
locked in for like 30 minutes.
Well,
then.
to me, this was my big issue when I was single, is that if I would look at something, like people were like, well, just make eye contact. Like if a guy's looking at me, I'm like, I get so terrified. I'm like, what if I look back and then he takes that as like a cue, and which like maybe he could, but then if he comes up to me and talks to me and I'm not into it, then he'll be like, then why did you look at me?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, I just want to like be like
That
fucking,
seems like a scary guy.
yeah, well, I don't know. No, I just feel like I want to just like be in my lane. Like I would almost like never open myself up, and then I would have to have a guy like literally come on to be like, hey, as
Yeah.
opposed to me
Do you want to
being
know
like,
what me and my
give
buddies used
eyes.
to do a lot of time?
What?
I used to.
There she is.
I used to be mostly on the funny tip back in the day, but like one thing is like you didn't tell a girl that she's like hot or whatever and be like, oh, I'll take a picture of her, and then like pretend to take a picture and then show her like a huge fat girl. Act like
Ryan loves that.
it's a funny gag.
That's
You know what I
really
mean?
funny.
So you take a picture of him and then
Shallow,
act
shallow Hal style.
like act like you took this. That's not good as that.
Well, that's very cute and flirty.
Well, that's yeah, it was more that.
It's
kind
clever.
Of, that kind of stuff.
That's funny.
That was the kind of hijinks that was my main.
I don't know
toolkit.
that would go over in
It
the
went over
climate
just fine.
that is 2023.
I would go over just fine. It's
My
tried
friend,
tested.
my friend likes to do this. He will go to like a really hot girl at like a bar and then be like, hey, sir, do you work here?
Yeah.
And she's like, what the what? Like he's like, they could break down.
Oh, he's
It's like
trying to
they're
neg
like-
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like,
Very
hey, can I
mystery.
can I order drinks with you? So they're like, what?
Yeah.
And they like have never worked a day in their life. They're like, what?
Right.
Man, I look like I work here. We have to leave.
Yeah.
Like freak out.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot.
That's
I
a
think
good
Really
one.
funny. We have to wrap soon. I do want to ask. There's one more question that I quite like. Because I feel like I have an answer for this. Where do you prefer I come? On yourself. That's really.
I like that you hand wrote those.
I didn't want to forget
That's pretty funny. A guy writing that into you too.
it. Where do you prefer I come?
Where should I come?
I think on yourself. When you get come on
What?
me, if you're fucking, when a guy like, okay, it depends
So
on
you
the
pull out
position.
and you go. "Ah!"
Yeah, that's a little corny. I don't like
On
that.
yourself's nuts, man. Everyone knows it's
Yeah,
on the
you just
rub.
do it. It's like,
Classics.
In your own mouth.
Their grandmother's ashes.
Oh my God, open the ashes.
Oh my God.
And I forgot, open it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I feel like I like.
Wait, no, that's my granddad. You got the wrong.
I feel like I like something fucked up. Like this is not like what usually happens, but like
Back of the calf.
I think a boss move is coming in a glass and then handing it to her. That's the level of kink that I'm looking for. But you have to be so confident to be able to do that.
Level of kink.
Look at her face.
That level of kink's
Look at
insane,
her face.
though. Because a girl drinking your cum out of a glass would be gross after you came.
I've never
Like,
seen
you'd
it.
have to do that and then wait till next time you're hard. Or else you'd be like, ugh.
I also
Add some water to it.
I've never seen a guy I've never seen a guy
Ice cube
elegantly come. I've never seen a guy like be able to control himself enough to be able to like come in a vessel. Like there's no like whenever a guy is coming, I feel like he like gets this like rage. He's like, and then he like freaks out and like goes like here, and he's just like,
Really?
ugh. Yeah. I just don't like. It's fine if it's like on me, but it's like they come in your stomach and then you just got the fucking like reservoir.
Mine's a little harder to control because I can't get hard, so it's always a soft.
I don't like
Squish it.
I don't like
Slow
stomach
fade.
or like ass and even face. I don't mind, but it depends how much makeup you're wearing. If you're wearing a lot of makeup, you can't do.
I got cum in my eye one time and it
Me
was
too.
like
Who
bloodshot
hasn't?
red. Yeah.
Who hasn't? That's a day. Yeah.
I'm not into swallowing cum that much, which I know.
Okay, I'll tell you how it goes with me. I go, okay, hey, where do you want me to come?
that.
Too late.
Oh my God, the jokester over here.
And nose goes who buys plan B.
No.
Gotcha! That's on you later, bitch.
That's so funny.
I don't know. Maybe it's more. I used to be better about like I'll be like, yeah, I'll totally swallow your cum. I'm the perfect woman. And now I'm just like, I'll have it in my mouth and I'll just
Perfect
run to the fucking bathroom and spit it out. Pearl.
Give me my medicine.
That would be hilarious to spit it out that loudly, and I'm gonna try that
hilarious.
as a bit, and I'll record it, let you know how it goes. But I think, what I've learned over the years is that holding it in your mouth to spit it, you taste it more than if you just will let it go down.
See, I don't mind the taste of it at all.
I agree. I mean, I
Consistency.
have never experienced.
Cool, cool one, right?
Men are weird. They do weird science experiments with their own cum. They're like Bill Nye with their cum.
I know.
Wait, and also, you've never tasted your own cum. You have to. You have to
No,
see
I
the product
don't.
that you're putting out into the world.
I don't even look at
I've
it.
tasted my own.
I'm so straight I jerk off with a glove, so
Oh God.
I'm not out here touching dicks.
Baseball mitt.
I jerk off with a baseball mitt. I keep myself away from dicks, even my own. My grandfather.
I can't even look at it. If I look at my own dick while I'm jerking off, I get soft because it's a dick. It's disgusting.
I see a dick, I fucking get soft. Eyes in the dick shall not meet, hand in the dick shall not
Wow. 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 Oh my God.
meet. I stuff the cum back in. I go, because I'm ashamed. Ashamed of what just happened.
Oh my God.
I did 3 Hail Marys.
Oh God.
And then I opened the Bible crying.
Oh my God.
That's where to come. The Gideon's Bible. That's why they keep it in the bedside table whenever you're checking it out.
Oh, that's true. There probably is so much.
Just
cum in
opening
that.
like, oh no, open up! Open up the Ezekiel!
That's an alternate degenerate night wiping with a page from the Motel Bible.
Oh my
They're
God.
always pristine. I don't know. Well, with that, just to say though, it's the cum taste not that much of an issue to me.
Jerry's final thoughts.
Right.
In conclusion, cup taste not a big deal. It's the consistency. It's like a fucking egg yolk or something.
interesting.
I don't like the like. It's too viscous. It's like swallowing your own phlegm.
Yeah. No. Nothing's.
I don't
great
like
about it.
I don't like how like the thickness. So I don't mind the taste. It's just like I'm like, ugh. And then it has like but it has a bleachy kind of taste.
Some
to it.
does for sure. Yeah, I just feel like when you just let it go down, like it just makes it all over fast.
And then
This
it's
is more
just
of a girl
like- it's
podcast
like-
than a Girls on Guy podcast. Just talking about fucking how much you like cum. Drinking cum.
How much we don't.
We're literally
How much we
just on a
don't.
podcast, 2 chicks talking about drinking cum and the different techniques.
Well, okay, I brought drinking into it, but it was more about swallowing cum, and I think drinking and swallowing are different concepts, Ryan.
Definitely different material than I'm used to on the podcast. when you're guzzling cum, what do you think?
Hey, we're back with cum guzzlers. I'm here with Ryan and Corinne talking about You guys know your favorite cum submissions. Let me know.
Yeah, and I'm just like, am I sure the right guest here? You're like, right, any takes on
Brian
most cum you
presents
guys
cum
Hey, before we go,
Guzzlers.
any cum recipes that you guys have? Like, I've been really into. It's hot out. It's summertime. So if you just want to pop
What
some,
foods do you want your man to eat for maximum guzzleability?
Wait, you've never changed what you ate to make your cum taste different?
do you think that?
What's the, like, beef pineapple?
Or I mean, something there's things like for me, it's more like when people eat a lot of fast food, their cum does taste right.
Right.
Very
Say that
true.
shit
Very
anyway.
true.
Huh?
I don't really do that shit anyway. This McDonald's over here.
Mrs. McDonald.
Mrs. McDonald.
Mrs. McDonald.
She wipes the fucking egg McMuffin wrapper.
Oh,
I'm Mademoiselle McDonald's. Okay.
She wipes the cum with the McDonald's bag.
oh my god.
It's
I
ecological.
feel like that's something I've definitely probably done in real life. 100%, I would actually say.
Quick, grab McDonald's napkin. There's none left. The egg McMuffin wrapper.
Wow.
Well, this was.
So that's an option.
This is
The cum
good.
guzzler.
Educational. Yeah, I'm gonna change the episode. I'm gonna change the podcast name to Cum Guzzlers.
I
Three
like
cum
that.
guzzlers.
yeah.
Guzzling tips of the three
It
ladies.
sounds like a weird it's like
Three
a,
cumigos. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. And like Cum Guzzlers does sound like kind of like a ZZ Top song or something like that.
That's good.
It has like kind of like a Weird Al does like dirty songs about like I don't know. It has like a motorcycle gang kind of vibe. Like we're the Cum Guzzlers.
Right. I mean, we should just
Drink
do,
it up, slurp it up.
we should just do
Slurp it up.
comedians is easier. Comedy, it's right in there. It's asking for it.
That's an option.
Shut up. I'm sorry, I couldn't sing a cool song to it.
Try.
Fucking dork.
Try that.
Shut up.
Put one on the
We
record.
weren't all in a band in Canada.
Get one on the record for us.
Nope.
Let's get a cum
Nope.
dirty.
No.
Okay, I'll throw one out for it and see if
No,
you can take a
stop.
song with it.
Stop. Come on. I hate singing. That's my least
Well,
favorite
it's
thing to
yeah, but it's gonna be a cum-based thing, so it's kind of a
So,
it's kind of
you
more in
feel
your
comfortable,
wheelhouse.
yeah.
Stop.
yeah.
So it'll be up your
do.
alley.
This is not happening. Once I was on another podcast once, and they tried to make me sing, and we sat in silence for 20 minutes, and then they released that as a clip.
Not a karaoke girl. Okay.
No, no.
All right.
No.
Well, guys, we're wrapping up
get it.
now. Is there any? I like to ask people this, but no pressure. Do you guys have any questions for me, or just in general about anything? About fucking sex, fucking dating, men, women, whoever
Most McMuffins in a day.
that I've eaten? I'll never tell.
I think it's just 2 for me. How much more? How many have you eaten?
I'd probably taken down a couple down the hatch.
Really? I like 2 easily. Wait, what's the youngest guy you ever dated and the oldest person you've ever dated? Like maybe like the oldest, like the I guess for like you would have to go age.
Dated or
age
have
gap.
sex? Sex or dated?
I mean, you can tell me both if you want.
I had sex with somebody that was legal, but like so young. It was in Canada, so like he was 19. I met him at a bar,
And how old were you at the time?
like 28.
Oh, that's
Like,
not.
and
That's
I
not
was,
great.
and he was 19.
No, that's good.
As a woman, I felt like I fucked
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
And it was after we had sex, and it was like really like good and bold, and he like fucking like whipped me with a belt and shit, and I got domed by a child.
Yeah,
like
no.
it was the weirdest feeling.
That's a good age.
And I like it was that was a hard pill to swallow. But in my stupid dumb fucking brain, I was like, he was tall, and I was like, he's tall, he's older.
Yeah,
Like
basically.
it's so dumb.
There's 19-year-olds that look like they're 14, and there's 19-year-olds that look 25, though.
That's what happened. Like he just looked, and he like was
I like you did nothing illegal.
You got a beard on that.
Nothing was
You got a beard on that.
Nothing is wrong with what you did. I
The
love.
Canadian school system is like significantly better, so he was like very smart. Like we met at a bar, and he was
Yeah.
like really like funny and like eloquent, and I was like, oh, this guy is like he doesn't seem like a total dumbass.
Pretty good justification, though. You're like, you had sex with a 19-year-old. You're like, did you hear about the Canadian school system? Have you not?
So he was actually smart. He like knew like the geopolitical system, like of like not only the area of Montreal. But,
That's
like,
25 in American years.
Yeah, it's in dog years. Oldest guy that I fucked or dated. I did date a guy when I was in my early 20s. I dated a guy that was like 40 for a while, like about a year and a half. Yeah, didn't go great. We're okay now. We're pals. It's fine. It's copacetic. But Fucked. I remember I fucked a guy who was like in his mid 40s and I was 20 years old. And when he had an orgasm, he yeeped like a dog.
Come on.
I swear to God. He literally was like,
Example.
There's some weird
he was
stuff
like,
going on.
we were, like, some men are, if you're a loud man in the bedroom, it's like very jarring.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, it's like he just
The
was like,
loud
he's like,
cutting.
yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! And I was like, okay.
gotta stop.
So-
I did a Ric Flair.
So I,
Woo! Woo!
see, I had to Anne Frank it because he was fucking yelling so much that I was like, I'll just fucking like, because I was so like thrown off and I was like, I can't like, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to make noises.
That's a lot.
And I don't know, but
Sometimes it's fun to make noises.
That's-
yeah,
Indeed.
I don't know. I got in trouble recently because I like yelled in my boyfriend's ear while we were fucking.
We are the champions.
Yeah, I was singing Queen, and he didn't like that song. Like he was like Queen Killer. Actually, I like that one more. But I was doing Will Rock You. And he's
Coming
like,
out of my cage, you haven't. When you get in there.
Mr. Brightside!
Yeah, that's what you go when you're finished. I'm Mr.
So Mr. Brightside!
All right, where are those ashes?
grab the urn.
We love an urn callback.
Okay. Ryan, any questions? No pressure.
Oh, okay. I'll give Corinne one more question. More, because you're more of the sex and dating podcast questions. This is more of your alley. I feel like you have more good ones.
I feel like a better one would have been like, can I take a picture of you and then you show her a picture of a fat girl and then we rap.
You just trashed my callback, though, so I couldn't do another one. You were liking them. I was getting called on them. Nothing gets by Corinne.
Mine like a steel trash this
Plus, you like one also.
That question was good.
Okay, I just figured you have more.
Ryan actually just texted me and he said, "Can you ask neither what love is?"
What's your body count? What's your good luck? What's your body count?
What does love mean to you? Ryan wants to know. That's Ryan's question.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
Do you want to genuinely ask?
Yeah, because he's gonna get so uncomfortable and we're gonna have a great zoom in if you can.
He's gonna cover his face with a cup. Okay.
You can't sing during it either. You have to sit silently and listen.
He's just gonna scream Mr. Brightside
Look right
throughout my
into his eyes.
answer.
Corinne believes in love like the way she believes in religion. It's like, you can't really totally explain it. You just have to believe. You'll know it when you hear it. I was saved by
He's
love.
getting so nervous because he knows that you're gonna talk about
That
it.
doesn't bother me. Talk away. Gotta go to the bathroom.
You pissed yourself on my couch. What I think love is I think it's like creating a support system for right here, Ryan, up here, looking around.
Yeah. I know. It's really like you couldn't even hold my hand that long.
Actually, not
ever
uncomfortable.
made
You're
something-
uncomfortable. Just have to make yourself the opposite day.
Classic.
Real comfortable.
That's as classic as there she is.
Tell me that uncomfortable guy would look like this.
I'm fucking loose as a goose right now. It looks so chill right now.
Comfort award, man. The comfiest.
I think that love is creating a support structure for you and your partner and being able to love and care for one another.
Can't use the word.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Open
say
it.
the same thing.
Okay, fine. Okay, love is
Trying to describe a partnership.
So
And she added love to it.
creating a support system that
created a support
That was
system
clear, yeah.
where you both feel respected and you both feel safe and that the other person has your back. That's a big one. And also that
So love's something
Cares
you
for you.
create in your mind.
I guess no. I mean, yeah, a little bit. It's like it's a collaborative thing. I think it's a collaborative thing, and it's also like to have the person to respect and cherish them as they are, and to
Sounds
be
like you're
with
describing a
them.
romantic partnership, not the word love.
No, that's what I meant. I meant love in a romantic context, Ryan. Because of the nature of the show, but she knew that.
No, but she's describing what a romantic partnership entails.
I guess what I would like. I want it
A successful one, I guess.
Okay, I guess then love is.
I accept the definition.
Okay. I also would say okay, no, but I mean that you do bring up a good point because it's like love can also live
Don't let
on
them win at the
different shape.
same.
I know. I'm like fuck. Okay, well I think it could be.
Everyone
I-
says they can describe it.
I think it could be. Well, it's,
My logical faculties are not registering it.
I think it's accepting somebody for who they are unconditionally and wishing them the best and being supportive for them. Is that good? I don't fucking know. I feel like I just said a bunch of buzzwords.
It's whatever.
She's
It's
the
whatever
one.
it is to you. I think everyone.
Yeah.
I think I. It's something that I'm.
Okay, so everything means everything then in that case.
What?
Well, you said it's whatever it is. It's either.
Love in a romantic, that's the cool thing about a romantic relationship is that like there's structures, like basically like you're there for each other and you're fucking each other, but outside of that, and actually there's some romantic couples who don't even have sex, so that's not even necessary. But it like that's like one of the cool things about it is it's like it's like one of those colleges where you can make your own syllabus for classes.
It's Montessori.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I don't know. I tried to just describe it, and I was like, you didn't even go to college in America. You know
I think
know
the
what I'm talking
audience might
about?
be switched over to my side on this one.
Yeah, they don't believe in love.
That's not true. Three definitions floundering around to describe.
Why you do
No,
it?
it's whatever it means to you. I
there's
really
such a thing.
believe that.
You don't think there's such a thing?
I don't know.
He's like, it's 9/11. It never
I
happened.
understand what people.
My definition of love is jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Thank you for listening. Do you have anything to plug, Corinne?
Yes, I have Guys We Fcked podcast with Christine Hutchinson. You can listen every Friday. And then every Wednesday, I release Without a Country podcast on the Gas Digital Network, which is a news show that I do by myself. We roast the news and we tell you the perspective from the right and the left, and then you can make your own informed decision about it.
Ryan.
And I'm at Philanthropy Gala on social
Oh,
media.
yes. Follow Corinne.
Go watch my sketches with Corinne. Ryan Long Comedy on YouTube, Instagram, everything. And I have some dates. I want to say, come watch me on tour. We've got a bunch of shows coming out there. Cooking. Salt Lake, I'm in. Oh yeah, this show. So September, New York. I'm doing theater in New York, Tacoma, Vancouver, Kansas, Omaha, Edmonton, Los Angeles, Irvine, San Jose, Phoenix, and Toronto.
And then where can I get tickets?
Oh, RyanLongComedy.com.
Are these all in September?
No, that's like September through December.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Good to see you again too.
Thanks. Goodbye. All right, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, toodaloo.